Okay, this is 5.8 using imperial units for mass. Okay, the first thing let's do is let's get ourselves a nice red pen so I can write in here. Now, I'm not going to do the try these. You can take your calculator and you can use it to do these simple 4 calculations. Okay, so let's get right into the converting. So first of all, let's talk about mass. Well, mass is very close to weight. Basically, mass and weight are the same thing. So it's the amount of matter in an object, okay? And the units are pounds, ounces, tons, okay? What we'd use for weight. Okay, so let's go right into an example. Before paving a driveway, Josh needs to spread 3 cubic yards of gravel. Okay, so we're talking about 3 cubic yards of gravel. It says the mass, or the weight of those 3 cubic yards, is about 8,250 pounds. How many tons is this? Well, the first thing we need to know is that we've got different units for the American system, the US system, and the UK system. Okay, so let's talk about ounces first. Well, 1 ounce is 1/16 of a pound, because there's 1 pound takes 16 ounces. So if we could say it's the same as 1/16. If we take your calculator and you take 1 divided by 16, you get 0.0625. Okay? 1 divided by 16 is 0.0625. And that's in the American system. Well, it's the same relationship in the UK system. 1 pound is still 16 ounces, so it's still 1/16, so it's still 0.0625 pounds. Okay? Here's where it differs when we're talking about tons. Okay? In the US system, 1 ton is equal to 2,000 pounds, but in the UK imperial system, 1 ton is 2,240 pounds. So I have to be very specific about what system in imperial we're going to use. Okay, so what is the mass in US tons to 1 decimal place? Now remember, we're working with 8,240 pounds, and we are converting it to tons. And by converting it to tons, it depends on if we're using the American or the UK, so we'll do both. What is the mass in US tons to 1 decimal place? Well, we know that 1 ton is equal to 2,000 pounds in the American system, so 8,250 divided by 2,000 gives us an answer of 4.125 tons US, or rounded to 1 decimal place, about 4.1 tons. Okay, what is the mass in UK tons to 1 decimal place? Well, we know that 1 ton in UK is the same as 2,240 pounds. So 8,250 divided by 2,240 pounds per ton gives us an answer of 3.68. Rounding it off to 1 decimal place, it's about 3.7 tons. Okay? So there is a little bit of a difference. Let's do an example here. Hannah has 2 bags of nails. Which is heavier, bag 1 or bag 2? Well, if you look at bag 1, you can see that the weight or the mass is given in pounds, and here in bag number 2, the mass is given in ounces. So to know which one is heavier, we have to get them both in the same unit. We either have to convert ounces to pounds or convert pounds to ounces to compare. Okay, so let's do solution 1. How many ounces are in 2.5 pounds? Let's convert the pounds in bag number 1 to ounces, just to compare. So 1 pound we know is 16 ounces. So 2 pounds is just 2 times 16 ounces, or 32 ounces. That takes care of the 2. But we know we have 2.5 pounds. So we got half a pound left over, so 1/2 times still 16 ounces per pound. So 0.5 or 1/2 times 16 is 8 ounces. So we want to know what 2.5 pounds is. We add both those numbers together. We have 32 ounces for the 2 pounds. Plus 8 ounces for the half pound, and 32 plus 8 is 40 ounces. So let's compare. Bag number 2 has 50 ounces. This symbol is greater than bag number 1, which has 40 ounces. So bag number 2 is heavier, because this one weighs 40 ounces. That's what 2.5 pounds weighs. Okay? That's one way of doing it. I said there's another way we could do it. We could convert the ounces back to pounds. So you can go one way or the other. So blank pounds is equal to blank pounds, and we have 50 ounces. If that's the same as 1 pound, well, we know the conversion rate is 16. Okay, so we know 1 pound is the same as 16 ounces, and we multiply that by our 50 ounces. Our ounces cancel out. The only unit we're left with on top is the pounds, so we're left with the top divided by the bottom. 1 pound times 50 is 50 pounds divided by 16, and we get an answer of 3.125 pounds. So we can convert bag number 2, 50 ounces, into pounds, which is 3.125. So we compare 3.125 pounds is greater than 2.5 pounds. 3.125 pounds is also the same as 3 1/8 of a pound. Okay? So we can say from this way, bag 2 is heavier. So you can convert from pounds to ounces or from ounces to pounds. It doesn't matter as long as you have the conversion ratios. Okay, so go ahead and do some practice on your own.